You're listening to Small Business Talk with Jerry. Sit in on great conversations with entrepreneurs who risk everything chasing the American dream.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Small Business Talk with Jerry. Today we have Zoe Bierman with us. Yes, this is our third one. We've done a couple others tonight, but we're trying to act like we didn't. We're splitting them up some.
Magic
Zoe?
of editing.
Yes. Introduce yourself.
Hi, so Zoe Bierman. I work with a company called Major & Company, soon to be Pivotal Wealth and Tax in Preston, Minnesota. We handle a lot of different tax things, and now we're getting into financial advising. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Zoe, welcome. Thanks for coming back
you.
again tonight. Whatever. Today we're going to talk about beneficial ownership information.
Yes.
I need help. I need you to give us...
Do the best.
Yes, because we, with Small Business Referral Group, we actually did a presentation on this last week in our 3 chapters in Rochester. I had a group of right around 30 people in front of me on Tuesday. I mentioned this, had a little slide presentation on it myself. And out of 30 people, I asked how many had heard of it. 4 people raised their hands. I asked how many people had already filed this. 3 people. 3 of those 4 kept their hands up, I should say. This is really dangerous, in a business climate. So take it away, if you would, and just tell us what is beneficial ownership information.
Yeah, so essentially, a lot of people who don't know about this information, who own a small business or own a business at all, and you fall into one of these categories, you definitely need to do this, especially before January 1st.
Yes.
So essentially, the importance of this BOI is what we call it, the beneficial ownership information. I know.
Just FYI.
It does. It helps, control the word, though, the acronym.
Right.
Essentially, it's a way for the government to help combat financial crime by revealing the true ownership of the business, making it harder for criminals to hide legal activities, staying on top of the reporting, not only that benefits other companies, but also helps the FinCEN, which is the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, keeping things running smoothly. But we all really know the big reason is because, Big Brother, right?
Right.
Watching out.
Yeah, right. That's our professional opinion.
Yeah.
Yes. But so I know we're going to get into, there's penalties, pretty severe penalties,
yes.
Actually. And
yes.
Today is the 24th of November. So we're going to try and get this out to you guys soon-ish. Because even after the January 1st deadline, it's still something that's going to be going on. Now, if you were in business prior to or this year or before, we have till January 1st of 2025 to file. After January 1st of 2025, what's the criteria then? If I were to start a new business on February 1st, how long do you have? Do you know that? How long you have to file?
I don't know that. I don't think they have given us out that information. I know that with this beneficial ownership, you need to file it at least, if you have this kind of business, you need to file at least before January 1st, and you don't need to file it again unless there's a change in ownership or address change or something like that. So if you happen to start an official business next year, say, February 1st or whatever, then you need to file one. Yes. So it's...
this was introduced into Congress in 2021. Yeah. I know. And I've seen 3 different numbers, 30, 60, and 90 days. But I didn't know if there's an official number yet for filing on a brand new business in 25.
Not that I have seen yet.
Okay.
But I can definitely keep you posted.
Okay, because I know there's supposed to be a number for it, but like I say, I've seen, but also the original filing said that you had to do this every year.
Yes.
It was an annual filing, and now that's changed, like you said, if the ownership doesn't change, if the address doesn't change, if something to your corporation all stays the same throughout the calendar year, then you don't have to refile after you've done your initial filing. Right. Okay.
Yep. It just simplifies everything. So, I think it's a good idea that they decided to do this. Now that it's, almost December, believe it or not. Yeah. It's better to get it done now and then not have to worry about these huge penalties and fines that we're going to get into.
Well, so we did talk about that. There's two sides to the penalties and
Yes.
fines too, correct? A criminal and a civil.
Yeah. So the criminal one is up to $10,000 and then 2 years in prison.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Great. So they're serious.
Yes.
I mean, this is a big deal.
It's a really big deal.
Okay.
Yes. So it needs to be taken. I know you had said that you had seen when you were filing that one for your business
Yes.
that it was like 250 or 5 something
Yeah.
a day.
When I just filed Broadway Car Cares last week, 2 weeks ago, and on the official site, it said there's the civil penalties and criminal. Again, criminal being up to $10,000 and 2 years in jail. But the civil penalties start at $591 a day, with a maximum penalty of $250,000.
That's insane.
Yes, I mean they're serious. They want this. I mean, this is.
Yeah.
I know they're putting it under the umbrella of laundering money and illegal activity, shell companies, things like that. But and maybe I shouldn't ask you this. This isn't probably part of the educational piece, but it seems like a pretty easy way to try and keep track of the cash coming through. I mean, is this
Yeah.
maybe another step towards cashless society?
I mean, I don't know.
Potentially,
It's a
yeah.
potential because how many things I feel like that the government has been changing lately, especially with something like
Right.
this.
Right.
Keeping track of every little business and everything like that goes through. I mean, who knows?
You know, that's a good topic. Let's cover that. Every little business. So who has to file this? I mean, are we talking like Nike and IBM have to do this? Obviously Broadway Car Care, we're a small auto shop. We had to do it. My daughter's lemonade stand. I mean, where does it start? Where does it end?
Yeah, exactly. So individuals who should be filing this can be somebody with less than 25% ownership or actually no ownership, but they make like real major decisions in the company.
Okay.
So like corporations, LLCs, limited liability partnerships, and then other qualifying business owners incorporated into that. Yeah, so I mean, like your business, obviously Broadway Car Care would have to file it. I know there's a couple other big business, like LLC companies that need to file this information.
Sure. And I've heard different things. I have some nonprofits that said they had to file, but then I've also read like on this that nonprofits with tax exempt status are exempt, but yet I've got nonprofits that are telling me they're not, that they were told they had to file. So again, we're back to the audience. Check with your tax professional and check quick. Check soon, because January 1st it's coming up, and even beyond that, if you're starting a new business in 2025, again, consult your attorney or your tax professional and find out how long you have to file it. Because I know what I had seen in the early renditions of this, it was not an annual filing or a single date, calendar date. It was so many days after your business was established. So that going forward, right now, all of us currently, it's January 1st.
Yeah.
Sure.
All existing. And it's super easy to file it itself, because simply all you need is your EIN, your owner's name, address, birthday, and then a copy of the driver's license or passport or something like that. So it's super easy to file.
It was super simple.
Super simple to file,
Yep.
but you need to do it.
Yep. I'm not here to give legal advice, but I was able to do mine myself. It was very simple. We can put in the comments below. We can throw the website out there for everyone. I'm sure Zoe will give us that and do that. So, anything else you'd like to talk about the BOI? I don't want to say it.
Beneficial ownership, yeah. It's definitely something that we really do need to pay attention to, for sure, especially with businesses that are just starting or anything like that. And then, the only time you ever need to change this ever again is if you change in ownerships or address change or something like that. Another good point to make is even if you had a business January 1st of this year and then say, I don't know, you closed it January 31st or something like that, you still need to file.
Okay, so even businesses that they were in business in 2024, but they are closed now, they still need to be filed.
Yep.
If they're okay.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that. So that's good information.
Yep. If you had a business at the start of this year and maybe it's not operating anymore, you still need to file that information so that they know.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Any last tips? That's the last one?
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that is the last.
It's a big deal, but it's pretty simple, really. There's not a lot to it.
No, it is. I mean, file it, or you could end up in prison for 2 years or $250,000.
Yeah, I mean, it's expendable income, I guess. We'll pick where it goes. Zoe, thank you so much again.
Of course.
Have you got more in you to do some more later on?
I'm excited. I want to do it. Yeah, let's do
Awesome.
it.
Great. Guys, again, a round of applause for Zoe, and thanks for stopping by Small Business Talk with Jerry. Have a great night.